James Gleeson is one of Australia's most prominent painters and has been its main exponent of surrealism. For over 6 decades he has produced a vast body of paintings, drawings and collages. His paintings can be divided into 2 main periods: so-called classical surrealist works from 1938 to 1955, and over 400 very large works painted since 1983. On 4 occasions over a 3-year period, I had the privilege of meeting James Gleeson in his studio. What began as a general interview about the influences, style and ideas that support his prolific and exotic creative output soon became unexpected events in themselves, offering a unique insight into the remarkable practices of an 88-year-old artist and his response to a contemporary world. The first meeting occurred on September the 11th, 2001. His talk about war, creation and destruction, surrealism and the unconscious, and the apocalypse can seem strange, especially in view of events that would occur a few hours after our meeting took place.
It's true. The moment I saw the first photograph of a surrealist work, I realised that was the direction in which I had to go. I never felt that the realism that the eye takes in unaided was the total truth about what was real. I felt that there was always something underlying the visual appearance that was as real as what you saw. And then somebody sent me out a little book on Dali, My Conquest of the Irrational. I must have been 38 or 39. And there were several other books. The Breton Manifesto had come out. There was a book by David Gascoigne. And Herbert Reed in Art Now proposed the theory of surrealism, and it just simply clicked with me. Finding that way through was a feeling of liberation. I felt that I was getting out of the mould that had been set there for me, and that was exciting, yes. Now, it all began, I think, with the Dada movement, in the First World War, and the theory that any society that could allow that to happen must be wrong. Therefore, they questioned the values of that society, using ridicule as the main weapon. And that cleared the ground a bit. It opened up an area into which Breton, the surrealists, and aided and abetted by Freud and Jung, could move. And the Surrealist Manifesto then established the fact that this could occur. You have to remember, I was born in 1915, and my early years were surrounded by stories of the First World War, and it came as a shock to me in the 30s when it became apparent that we were heading for another. The horror of that First War as it came through to me as a child left a very definite mark on my outlook, and then the horror of the stupidity that was allowing another world war to take place it begged belief. I couldn't believe that it was going to happen.